Yo, what it do? What it do? You know what time it is? It's Funky Uncle time. It's Funky Uncle time. Guess what? Episode 39, Funky Uncle time. So tonight, we have a lot of invited guests come in, ask questions. We're going to get I don't really want to call it a battle of the sexes, but that's probably what's going to wind up being. We're going to see who's going to listen, who's really here to speak, and who's really here to learn. Because you can't have it come in and go out at the same time. You're going to miss something in between. So let's see tonight. Let's see let me take these off. And I throw this one on. Boom. There it goes. We got the first man on here, first funky uncle up on this spot right here, Mr. Wright, aka Kwame, aka Circle K in the hizzle to nizzle. What did you? What's good, bro?
Yeah, I've been on my hiatus. I apologize. And let me go get back on this call before my membership get canceled.
Man, listen, Mr. Turty Jobs, we know how it goes with you, so we know that
it talked about thing,
Yeah, you got that paper, boy. Ooh, you got no paper to wrap gifts.
Yeah, I got a goal. When I set my mind to a goal, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So what's the business? How's the folks in Carolina?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. You know, we just enduring one or the other.
See all the hoopla about your infamous attorney down there. How it's so funny that he don't have that security detail around, like the average person. But that's how society is now.
Better believe it. You better believe it. Where's my dang on? Oh, there it goes. Find my headphones. Shoot, where are my headphones? That was good. Nope, they're not in there. So let's try something else. Let's see, the Bluetooth joint in the car, that I know for a fact. I took them off. What, monkey? There they go. Like my monkey, you want to put on too?
Thank you all day.
All day. Let me get this together here. Shoot. Get this going. I don't know if Gene will be on this week. Last week, he did jump on, I think, during his break.
Okay.
So he was up 45 minutes, I believe, 30 to 45 minutes. And he said, I got to go back to the concrete plantation. Okay, there it goes. Now that's a whole lot better right there. I can hear everything. Oh. Okay. So I was really inviting people to say, hey, one of the things that everybody likes to talk about is the men and women thing. We've gotten into it, but not really on a thorough level. So if we have the opportunity, we can bounce some ideas as well as information off each other and, see what we can come up with that we can spread, like find a good word to spread.
Okay. I mean, there's always going to be, about topics with men versus women, or vice versa, or he versus she, But it's I don't know. That's like a ongoing conversation that don't have a period at the end because it's continuing.
Yeah. Here's the difference with me. I don't want it to be versus. See, everybody, majority of people want it to be versus. I don't want it to be us against them or them against us. I want us to coexist. In order to coexist, there has to be communication. And that's what I'm looking for.
Well, you got that communication part, work on both ends. If the other party is not participating, then you don't have that problem.
Yeah. But the more people you can get with the skills of communication, you have more people that will actually listen and learn things that they didn't know about. I mean, like, some people will listen to whomever because it's easier for them. But when they get an idea of the total picture, it's always that three sides of a story. But if you're only listening in one side, then that's all you're going to know. That's all you're going to believe, and that's all you care about.
Yeah, that was you call selection hearing.
Yeah. But lots of times, there are many times that a lot of people won't have that other side to hear because of whatever is in their surroundings. There's a young lady. Oh, look at my pops. He said, looks like a dude. Who is that? Hold up. My pops just sent me a picture. Like, there's a young lady on my friends list, Lorraine Wilson. She's one of the ones that keeps it real. And when I say keeps it real, I mean she holds everybody accountable. To me, that's what I call keeping it real. And it's not, you call a spade no matter whose hand it's in. And that's not a skill that most people have in general. That's not a mindset that lots of people can relate to at all. And that is the only true way for the door to open for this building a bridge, filling that gap. There's too many fingers pointing outward. We're the ones that can actually look in the mirror and see themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, they bouncing. Oh. I saw a post like probably about 30 minutes ago when and it's crazy that now that I think about it, I heard somebody talk about it earlier this week, that word submission.
Yeah.
And that maybe there's another word that can be used, because too many people, especially women, hear submission and they think slave. And I had to admit that at one point in my life, I was thinking submission, that means you do what I say, but that's not the type of submission that's really called for. And plus, if you find a man and you're submitting to him, you should know what type of man you're submitting to. You should know if he has an ego, you know what I'm saying? And if you're only looking for him for what he can do financially and you don't have to pay bills, that's the trade-off.
I think today's world of using submission is more of using the word compromise.
Okay.
Compromise. That's my opinion. So that's my opinion. Is they're using submission to more compromise, to meet me halfway, or to be there, to do stuff that to make it work, to go that extra mile.
Right.
Some people are takers, and and they don't give. They're takers because they're not used to people giving to them, and then they're like they don't know how to respond to that.
Okay. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig
Because
that.
we're still set in that mindset of men, still set in that mindset of what the main blueprint of being a man to provide, protect, and shelter the family. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So sometimes, again, a man let the pride get in the way. Oh, I don't cry. Oh, I got it. I don't need no help. I do it by myself. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of say, hey, you know what? Let's take some of this load off my shoulders, holding his house up. Let's hold it up together. Versus, girl, my man doing this. Hey dog, my girl doing this, man. She said, don't worry about it. So to think about it, you don't know what that individual going through. I mean, it will tell you everything good or whatever, but sometimes that's just a test to see, okay, I'm gonna step up and help you. Yeah, I know, yeah, I hear you, you got it, but let me help. What can I do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't care what everybody, what nobody say. Every day is a test. You know what I'm saying? It could be a biblical religion test, or it just could be a test of life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you gonna help me out or what? See what kind of person, what kind of character you got. You walking into a building and you see this elderly lady trying to get in the building, you just gonna go ahead and walk through. Then you gonna stop and say, hey, you know what, man, let me get this for you. Let me help you out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So there's a test. And that's the way I see it.
Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. Like going back to what you said about the compromise, it's every successful partnership has give and take. And anytime any one person or one group feels that the way that they are is perfect and nothing has to change in order for that partnership to be successful, they're dooming the partnership from that point. At that point, like you said, if somebody's carrying a heavy load, you should, pay attention. Okay, well, maybe I could do this. That person doesn't have to do this. Maybe I could do this. The person doesn't have to do this. And some people some people don't know because, like you said, they grew up a certain way. So it has to be made. It has to be noted. And once it's noted, then you can go from there. But that goes straight to the role of communication.
Yeah.
If you're able to verbalize what's going on in a way, it has to be in a way that the other person understands. Because even with the submission role, you have to keep in mind that submission comes to leadership. And with that leadership, a good leader doesn't take advantage of their followers. They look out for their followers.
Yep.
So that's why I said, if you go out there and you're looking for somebody, be it men or women, because there are men out there looking for sugar mamas and all that, and you find somebody and you have to play by their rules, because that's your main objective, is to find somebody with that economic power, as opposed to the character being the main goal that you look for. Now, I hear many saying, "Oh, I don't want to have to struggle if I make this amount of money, and he or she
got to match me."
Right. That's ridiculous. Because if once you become enter that partnership, then you basically doubling, or you adding to 70 and 30 make 100. You know what I'm saying? 25 and 25 make 50. Either way, when you combine the two, you're living better than if you were by yourself.
Exactly. Work less, work less, enjoy life better.
Right. If you manage it right. Now, if you had two people that are spendthrifts, that's gonna be something serious. But if you at least have one person that can take over the role, because the equally yoked, the 50-50, the symbolization of the ring when it comes to marriage, which it doesn't always have to be marriage, but the symbolization is that one completes the other. So if you have a person who isn't good with money and they are with somebody who is good with money, the person who's good with money needs to be in charge of the money. You have somebody who doesn't know how to clean well, but you have another person that knows how to clean well. They should be in charge. There's certain things. Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and sweep out my.
So the thing about you saying, I'm listening to being in charge, but the thing is this is not, I accept that being in charge, but at the same aspect, why I am being in charge, I am teaching you to say this is what I do. This is how it works for me. How to make sure, hey, I get paid. And when I get paid, I put 10% of my earnings in savings because I'm basically paying myself too. So, to building that. And, everybody always talking about rainy day. Yes, always be prepared for a rainy day. But still, sometimes that rainy day, it may be a drizzle, but it end up being a flood. So you still want to keep building on that rainy day.
Most definitely. And once again, it goes back to the leadership role, the person who's the leader, and it's not saying if they're in charge of it, that they're, not allowing the other person to do what they want to. Is just in moderation.
Same prime example. Listen, prime example. Everybody saw Martin. Love Martin. Remember when Martin Gina put money together in the bank?
Yeah.
Okay, that episode. So what Martin did?
Martin went out and bought a TV.
Exactly. What Gina did?
She bought a bread maker.
Okay. And so that was the thing, because they saw the money, they looked, see how they were living. Instead of to communicate, that was the key. Communicate. Yep. And now to add to that, it's about the wants and needs. So did Martin need that big TV? That's something he wanted to impress the
right.
World.
Right.
Did Gina need that bread maker? But that is something she wanted. It's not that she needed.
Right.
But still, the thing, it starts with the conversation. Hey, you think we need another TV or can upgrade to another size? It don't have to be the Takahashi 2000. You know what I'm
right. Hashitashi.
Exactly. It gotta be the Takahashi 2000. But still, we had that conversation, and then like, okay, we're gonna look at that together. Same thing. Everybody hate Chris. His mom went to the store to get his TV. What was it? I think. And the guy said you can put it on credit. Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
So what she did? She bought a TV, VCR. Oh no, we put on credit. I'm sorry, I look at too much TV shows. But you know what I'm saying? The thing is, these TV shows, even though they're Black shows, but they have a message, behind every series, is balance.
Yeah.
It all comes down, it's communicating with your partner, to make a difference and a great impact, especially if you got a family. So, because those kids going back to school, you don't want to have them cooped up in the neighborhood. You want to take them on a vacation, do something different, every year. It ain't about going to see your cousins and, in New York or come down south or this and that. The kids want to go to Disney World, want to go to Cal Wings, Six Flags, or go camping, or, say something different.
Right.
So, have them inspired to do what they're supposed to do throughout the year in school. So that's just me talking. I ain't no doctor.
You don't have to be. Like I always say, you don't have to be a mechanic to know how to fix a car.
Nope. You just know how to Google.
Right. Google and YouTube. Not only
There you
that,
go.
that might not be your profession, but you still have knowledge on it. So that
Yep,
that
exactly.
role of having a title is very overrated. Now,
Yep.
I've also heard people of speaking of having 3 separate accounts.
I got 4.
Each person, like in a marriage, I'll say, each person will have one account that they put together for the house and whatever,
Yep.
and for the saving, and the other each will have their own personal account.
Yep.
So and
So
I can see that. I can understand that, and I can agree with that.
exactly, because if you sit down and who said this? Made sense. Because the house is for you to have a peace of mind, to rest. That's what the
Right.
home is. So Willie Moore Jr., he said that. The home is for peace of mind. That is your sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Yeah.
want to discuss bills or what we're gonna do, how we're gonna pay this and that, go to a restaurant, go to a park, and you sit there and write down everything. You know what I'm saying? Have a game plan. Once you have that game plan, you execute it. Put all the bills, add them up. If you want to do it that way, add them up and divide it. So if some people at the first one, they're gonna drop that lump sum. Some people can't do that, so they drop the half on the first, the other half on the 15th. And guess what? You should have no issue. But the thing is, both parties gotta be willing to work on that together.
That's it. Working together is another key. Instead of having one person work for the relationship and the other person just sits back and wants to be waited on hand and foot, that's not going to work, because that's not a relationship. That's a royalty and a serf.
Yeah, but you gotta understand this too. When you got some people who are not used to making that kind of money, boy, you know what I'm saying? If you're coming from an area making minimum wage or the minimum, you know what I'm saying? And you're getting raped, you know what I'm saying? And then you come someplace and you're making money, dollar, fist over fist, you know what I'm saying? You can see the end of that tunnel very bright, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I've been that person before, because I continue to talk on me. Man, please, all the stuff I wanted, I couldn't get back then. So I'm like, hey, I just changed my whole wardrobe. I only wear this. I don't wear that, because guess what? I'm making that money. I can make that demand. I can do what I want to do. But, if someone buy me something, whatever, I say, please get to know me, because don't get mad if I don't wear it, but I will wear it, but I won't wear it right away. So that just means when you get to that position and you can get what you want, eat what you want, how to eat, drive how you want to drive, sleep how you want to sleep, but you got to make sure all your checks and balances match up, and then you don't have to worry about that. Like, oh man, I get a check this week. This week coming, so I can go ahead and blow this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't do that.
Right. And trying to keep up with the Joneses is not going to work.
Man, Jones is Tim Pastor Jones. He's trying to keep up with the goddamn Carters.
And the Rockefellers, and it's just that in today's age, I see a lot of the younger people in general not believing in the possibility of a relationship unless
You got that
and
bag.
that's the majority of them, but that's the vast majority of them. But as I've said before in the show, if that's not the thing that's breaking you up in most of your relationships, at what point do you say this may not be as important as I'm making it to be? Does everybody have to get into their 40s before they realize that? I mean, where is the ability to be amorphic, for lack of a better word, and be able to change, like Bruce Lee said, like water. Be shapeless like water.
Yeah.
To be able to flow it and understand what, and well, that goes back to what you said before about compromise.
Exactly. So, man, it takes, before you hit the panic button, you got to go through it. As far as being humane or being a man or being a woman, you want to make sure, I believe that people have a conscience, somewhat. And you want to make sure you check your balance. Did you try? Did you talk? Did you go to counseling? Did you, find someone on a mutual ground that who can hear both sides of the story, both sides, and not taking one side.
Right.
You know what I mean? And bring everything to the table. Don't hold nothing back.
Right.
When I don't say argument, when that deep discussion come back again, I should have said that. You should listen to that. Oh, why you didn't say it before? Oh, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But it is what it is. I'd rather the truth be out in the open than living a lie.
Right. That reminds me of another show. What's the show? My Wife and Kids.
Yep.
You ever watch that?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember they had this thing, what they call it, like a truth forum or whatever, where people could, the family could speak their mind without the repercussions. That way, everybody else knew how they felt.
Yeah, it was a sentence for Junior, so Junior always get popped at the end. But,
right. He had that big target in the back, that big peanut. That was a big target.
Yeah.
And the truth hurts, and the truth can hurt, but as much as the truth hurts, there is a lack of comfortability in knowing the truth. There's too much of being comfortable with a lie, and in these interactions with men and women, that is so common.
Hey, I need to add. It says being comfortable with truth and lie, and being comfortable to the word. I assume, you know what I'm saying? I assume that everything was all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now we got a second profession. We done took that online class of Dionne Warwick and Psychic and Friends course. So we read minds now.
Yeah. And what's also with the reading of the minds and the line of communication, everybody's speaking English, but they're not speaking the same language. And that's something else that we all had to take into consideration, because being that we don't all grow up the same. So our foundations, our views, our values aren't all the same. So when someone says something, you have to know how important it is to them when they say certain things. I have a cousin that she's a neat freak. You have to know how important it is to that person that you put things back where they belong. It may not matter to you. You might be like me, like, okay, well, you put it back, but I'm not gonna, bite your head off if you don't. It's like,
but
okay.
But the thing is this, you know that individual. You know what I'm saying? You give somebody a warning. You give everybody a warning. I mean, hey, anything like you told me and Bishop, hey, and Ollie don't play. This what she said. This what she don't say. So that was a warning. So it was up to whom to follow those directions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gave them a warning. I mean, you couldn't just sit there and just laugh and have, kicks and giggles about it, because Ollie going, Ollie Uncle Jay going tell him a new one. But you being a true friend and say, hey, don't do that. So that's how life goes. Oh.
Yeah. But that comes, once again, it comes from both parties, the person speaking and the person listening. in order to understand what it is the person that's speaking is saying, and then the person that's listening, if they're confused, they need to say that. What exactly do you mean? You know.
Oh, some folks are not going to say it because some folks have been traumatized from previous relationships, and they figure that, okay, if I say something out the way, it's going to be that issue. If I'm, so some people hold it in, and it'll take a couple of days for it to process, and then it's, hey, man, we had that discussion a couple of days ago. Can we go back to that? Well, some people are, hey, that's done. I ain't even talk about it no more. That train done left the station.
Yep.
So, that's how some people think.
Yep. And you're right about that. You are so right about that. Some people don't want to revisit anything. But that comes with understanding the person, and as we noted earlier, if that's not what you're looking at early on, then when it comes back up, when you become comfortable with the person, the only person you can blame is yourself.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing like a job interview. Yeah. Anybody can interview for a job. Get somebody to go over the question or this and that and third. But when you actually start working, that's when the true colors come through. You said you know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. So now they're in the process. It's like, okay, how can we get rid of this individual? You're in the state of South Carolina, be at will. So, hey, you missed 2 days. Hey, you missed a day, you're on probation, so we let you go. Or, they got loopholes for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got loopholes for that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, yeah, but that's how it is, bro.
You're right about that.
Man.
You're right about that. And unfortunately, the work that's necessary is not always being found by willing parties. And it all goes into putting in the work.
And then also too, the recipe for disaster is that if you don't communicate among those two, they're talking to themselves, trying to work it out on a mutual person, a doctor or something like that. But no, it's not so ironic that we run to family members, friends, and share what's going on, the discomfort in your relationship or what's going on with that. But you gotta remember this: at the end of the day, you're gonna forgive one another. But you think that family member or friend gonna forgive you because they know all the hot drama and dirt, and then you're at the cookout or whatever, or family gathering, you get the school face, or better yet, they know what you're doing, and they go ahead and start DMing you, trying to lure you into their web so they can have fun too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, they doing it anyway, so let me go ahead and join.
Oh, and we can't overlook the fact that a lot of times when people do decide to talk to someone, it's more than likely going to be someone who's going to agree with what they say, because there's always going to be somebody that that's going to give it to you raw, straight up raw, no chaser. But in the comfort and the selfishness of some human nature, you're only going to go to a person that's going to coddle you, that's going to say, you know what, yeah, you don't need to do that, you don't need to put up with that, you know what I'm saying, he shouldn't have done that, she shouldn't have done that. Right. Yes men and yes women. Freaking men. I mean, everybody has that one person they can go to though, but they won't go to them. They won't go to them because it feels too good for somebody to tell you that you're right, and that way you don't have to change. You're expecting the other person to change, but if you're in any situation and you're never wrong, you need to check that situation. because something about that ain't right. Because I don't know of any perfect people.
What about that?
But boy, let a lot of people around here tell it. A lot of people in this world tell it. They're that one.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Go down. And nobody else jump on.
Right.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. I had somebody just ask me how long is the show. I was like, it depends. You know, I wasn't looking down at the phone to see if anybody tried to jump in. But normally, you know, it'll tell you have somebody waiting in the wings. I think they may be, a lot of people may, I mean, it is summer. So I understand they're enjoying the time out. As hot as it is during the daytime, it cools off at night. People want to be out and about. It's understandable. Highly understandable. So, but this will definitely be something that can be brought up at any time when we have a good group of, a good group of people, because that's something that everybody can chime in on to some effect. Now, everybody's not going to want to chime in on it, depending on what they have going on at home and who might be around them. So that's understandable too.
But it shouldn't be that way though.
Right. Hey, let me see who this is, my pops. My pops ran into somebody. He's at some fair or something. And talking about look like somebody that plays for the 49ers. He said he ran into somebody that looks like somebody that plays for the 49ers. Let me put it on the screen here. I don't know who that is. That person look familiar to you?
Huh?
Does that person look familiar?
Yeah, hold on. I had to get some drink some water. So you can get my phone way down there. Woo! I don't know who that guy is.
I have no idea.
That's not what's it? No, he's too little. For Kansas City, tied in.
Kelsey?
Kelsey's too big. He's a smaller guy.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I asked my pop who it is. He's like, he doesn't know. Yeah, my pops is he's not the sports fan that I am. But you see the hat he's wearing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's right, Pop. Go out there and rep the Funky Uncles. That's it. Okay.
Your dad was in Philly?
Kansas.
Oh, Kansas. Oh, you Kansas? Okay. My cousin's in Kansas. He just moved up to assistant defense. Yeah.
Really? Where in Kansas? Where is he?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. So that's not too far from my pops.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to this year try to go to some of the games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot more this year than versus last year. Try to make those trips to the Carolina games and stuff like that. So, that's my thing.
Okay. Yeah, make the most out of life. I see, you made that trip to Tulsa and you've been out and about. That's what's up. Let me see here. Gianni says on the concrete plantation.
What Johnny do anyway?
I don't know, because this is a new gig.
Oh, okay.
This isn't something that he's been doing, and it's like it's what, a second shift,
Okay.
second or third shift, second shift gig, and I know how that goes. Boy, that second shift is a beast.
Well, I'm on second shift right now, so but I'm part-time second, come in 5:45, get off at 1. But lately I've been getting off at 10 o'clock. So
yeah.
So my schedule rotates. Like this week I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then I work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then come back, and it'll be my weekend off. Oh yeah.
Well, you make it work, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make it work.
Yeah, my goal was to stop this in August, but look like I'm on. I mean, it's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna continue this train going. So make it do what it do.
Always. That's how, I mean, until you reach a certain age, that's how it has to be. You gotta make it do what it do.
Especially when you work, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You stay moving.
Yeah.
You stay moving. That's like with a lot of military people after they retire. They keep working. They're used to moving.
Yeah.
And like our grandparents, when they reach, 60, 70, 80, whatever, they still moving.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to stop. They like bad boy. Ain't gonna stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Yeah, right about that. Then me, I hate exercising. I just find that out. So this is a form of exercising.
You don't like exercising?
Nah, I don't. But I'm losing weight doing this because I'm sweating. I'm burning them calories. Yeah. I remember I was weighing 265.
What?
Now I'm at, So now I'm at 225. It fluctuates between 225 and 230.
Dang.
Yep.
I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
I swear, I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
I haven't even touched 2 yet.
Yeah. I get that low at one. They think something wrong, man. Smoking.
Like 2 what? 2 what? No. I'm chilling at probably about $1.75, and that's about it.
What size is this? Hold on. 20 ounces. 20 ounces malt water. Where this guy at? Man.
Shoot, looks like nobody wants to join us tonight.
20 ounce malt water. Thank you. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, we still made it happen. So
I got 15 more minutes, then we're gonna break anyway. I'm just there, just running it.
Yeah. I'm just over here, just chilling, like, bro, man.
Yeah, on the 5th floor.
On the 5th floor. On the 5th floor.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to see I don't know, were they doing the Martin reboot or what?
Oh, that was, I saw that. That was just, you know what I'm saying, them talking about the show. They're talking about, how they came into the show, how this, that, and the third went down. Yeah. And their favorite moments on the show and stuff like that. So I thought it was gonna be, more than that, but that's what it was. I thought they about to start it back up.
Yeah. Yeah, what's it called? Got kind of salty. Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He stated that they could do reboot Martin. What about me and my wife, my kids, whatever?
My wife and kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that show.
Oh yeah, it was good. Especially when Bobby came there.
Oh man.
What movie? What TV show? For the Love of Money. I think that's what it was. With Cat Williams, Kerry Hilton, DC Young Fly, the guy from Power.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
For the Love of Money?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that on?
I saw that on, I think on Netflix. Not Netflix, on Hulu. What I saw that thing on? Okay. I think it was I want to say Prime. I'm not sure what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not sure what it was. But it was good though. It was good. I had Jason Mitchell. He was on there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the all-star cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't beat that. Having a good all-star cast, and especially if you find some people that have chemistry, that's definitely gonna make things flow better. I was telling somebody, said, man, if you watch Sanford and Son, you realize that Damon wasn't a great actor, but man, listen, you get him and Red Fox together, and him and Grady together, they made it work.
Man, look here. Especially when they went to Hawaii and they'll go on Lamont. Fred had the ticket in the bag.
Yeah. That you can say, how's McGarrett's hair?
Yeah.
Oh, that was just too much.
Yep, that was good shows.
Yeah,
now
man.
They're showing too much now.
Too
much.
With the change in time, they're trying to be relatable to the change in time instead. And see, all this was going on back when we were kids, but there's like, why show it when the main purpose is entertainment? Because we've always been told that art imitates life. And that's true. Art imitates life, but at the same time, how much of life do you really want to see if it's something that you're used to being around already? I'm already used to seeing this. Why do I have to see this now?
Okay.
But somebody wants to see it, so they keep showing us.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Did I mess that up? No, I did not. Yeah, so what am I about to say? Anyway, man.
You know what? I hadn't spoken to B Diddy in a little while. I'm gonna have to hit him up this weekend, see what he's up to.
All right.
Old B Diddy got the keys to the city.
I ain't talked to Boo for years, man. Years. I see him on Facebook, but
Yeah. But he's not a social media cat like that, though. So
and that's funny though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How he used to walk around with the big camcorder and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I don't know. People change.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bit much. with everything that he has going on to try to keep up with that as well. But and some people don't do the social media thing, you know, to stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, be like Usher and R. Kelly, same girl.
Same girl. As he says, better if I don't know.
There you go. That's what it is, huh?
Yeah. But, no, that is we live in, you know, as much as we are alike, we all still differ.
Oh yeah.
And that's definitely different for somebody that's a personable person, not to really do social media like that. But hey,
we had social media back then when we boy.
Ooh, Lord. Ooh wee.
A lot of us in trouble.
You know what? I think we would be smarter than to get caught up in a lot of situations. Now, there'd be situations where we just didn't care, and somewhere we may have gotten caught up. But for the most part, like, you know, cats out here showing themselves doing all types of illegal stuff, and you know, we be like, nah, put that phone away. What's wrong with you?
Like they gonna listen to you? Man, come on.
Look, I'm going on about my business. Then if that's how you get down, I'm gone. Like check out this picture here, and tell me what you think. You see the picture?
Oh no, hold on. God dang it. If you think you're smarter than the previous generation 50 years ago, on a manual car owner. That's what it is.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know that already, looking for a new way to get high or something, you know, that's just
everybody trying to put their little twist on invent the wheel, you know. So,
right. It's already been made and it works. Yeah. It's been proven for how many years now that it works.
Okay.
And yet you're trying to add too much to it.
Yeah.
You don't if the greens already taste good, you don't need all that extra seasoning on it.
Okay. You know, girl, let me try this. Boy, you let me try this. Yeah. Hey. Speaking of greens, did you ever watch Brown Hog, or you forgot all about it?
Watch what?
Eye on the Hog on Netflix.
I did watch a couple episodes of that. I did.
So what you thought about it?
Man,
how far did you get?
To the family in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, doing the highway. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you saw the Thomas Jefferson? Yeah, the Thomas Jefferson one when Hercules was his cook.
Yeah.
And then what he did, because after he couldn't stay in Philly for 30 days, if he stayed in Philly after 30 days, by law, that slave have his freedom. So what he did is send him back up north to Mount Vernon.
Right.
Yeah.
Just sick. That's what I say. It's just sick.
Yeah, but you've seen our culture is still living. Especially
yeah.
When the folks from Carolina and St. Helens.
I
never was a big fan of mullet fish. I don't know. I just couldn't eat. I don't know. I just didn't like how it tastes. No, I ain't know about that mullet.
And when they went to St. Helena Island, I was like, hold up, that's so close to home, because you know, my grandfather's from right out there in Ladies Island. My father's father.
And then how they, you know, especially I know the first one messed you up because everybody thought sweet potatoes were yams, but no, yams are different.
Yeah,
it's a root,
yeah,
different root. So that messed me up right there.
Oh, I knew that. I forgot how I learned it, but I knew that. But I still eat both of them. Like as to say, I'm less like butter beans and what's the other one? The one that looked like butter beans.
Speckled peas.
The speckled peas, the butter beans, and lima beans. That's what
lima beans. Yeah, lima beans.
It's all the same to me. I'm gonna eat it regardless. So
yeah,
I'm gonna eat that mug regardless.
But you know, some of the stuff, the dishes they bought from Africa, that you know, like the okra. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Yo, he broke it down. He did a good documentation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have to agree.
But that's how history repeats itself. As far as they see blacks making do what they have, showing that land love and care. The next thing you know, you want to take away from it because you're seeing it being prospered, you know, from it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what our ancestors had to endure.
Yep.
And they made the most of it.
But the generation now, they ain't gonna do that.
Nope.
They ain't not gonna do that. You know, they look at me like, man, you in this hot heat and you got long sleeves on and this and that. That's what I'm gonna tell you this. It's mind over matter. I know my body. Sweat cools the body. You know, yeah, I'm gonna be wet up. Yeah, but guess what? At the same time, I'm getting cool.
Yeah.
So, I thank God. I thank God for all of them years. Hot summers, baling hay, tying tobacco, cut okra before I go to school. Because I swear that okra grows so fast. That's the man, ain't no way in the world. I just cut the okra yesterday.
Man, that's them seeds that was planted early on, and they're growing. So
yeah,
gotta be thankful.
Okay, and you know how to make a meal out of anything. Lord have mercy. You think our parents used to hook it up? Like, what the heck is this? But that mug be good though. That mug be good. I'm like, what? Oh man.
That's probably how they came up with gumbo. Just throw a whole bunch of stuff in the pot and cook it. Throw some seasoning in there.
That's what they say. We always had a leftover. After our ancestors, when the masters had food and they give us the leftovers, we improvised and we made stuff work.
Yeah.
So they the main one talk about, oh, Thomas, how you cook that, Thomas?
With the seasonings that they grew, and it's just amazing. That's all I can say. It's amazing what they did.
Oh yeah.
With what they had.
Very little. Yeah. What they had. Just a little tender love and care. That's all it was.
Even after the days of slavery, I've spoken to my great aunts and great uncles, and just listen to them talk about how they had hay and put the potatoes and sweet potatoes under the hay to keep them fresh. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's things that they came up with. I'm like, how did you come up with this? And they didn't, like you said, they didn't have much, but what they had was enough.
Yep.
It was enough, and they more than made do. They made it happen. And I was talking on the last show. I think we were talking about like people in different places, and I'm like, I'd love to speak to someone from the West Coast that grew up in that era, that could tell me what it was like for them, because I know it was similar, but there had to be a difference. You know,
I don't
was it
think it's.
more?
I don't think it's more segregated.
Mhm.
More divided. What I'm saying, out there. Far as I don't think it was more exposed. I think it was more behind the door.
Mhm. Okay. And
That's my
also
opinion. Because
and
you
also
never seen that.
right.
Yeah.
And also brought up how like our grandparents went to college. It was like, I think it was Z that was asking, well, how did they pay for it? It's like not like they had money like that, but they still went to college. I'm like, oh, did they have like and then back then they really didn't want to loan us money. They
Nope.
didn't want us having much of anything. So
Hell, they barely want us to credit items from the store.
right. Right. And then we're in the South, and you always have to remember that all the HBCUs are in the South. Well, except for I think there's one in Pennsylvania, but the rest of them are what,
Pennsylvania,
Maryland and below.
one. Yeah, in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Yeah, once you hit Virginia and DC, that's when you see more HBCUs. So it's like educate a Negro for what? All they're good for is being in that field and laying on their back.
And producing, multiplying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see that movie Alice?
Alice.
Had Common and Keke Palmer in it. It's about they were slaves, but they didn't know. We talking about in the 1900s in Mississippi, the owners kept these people as slaves.
Alice? No, I didn't see that. I saw the movie with what's her face? Jewel, what's her name? Shoot. What was the name? It was a movie. Monet, Jolie, what's her name? That's her name?
Angelina Jolie? Oh.
No, not Angelina.
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, you saw that movie, right?
What movie was that?
God, what's the name of it? It was modern, like now. But what happened? They kidnapped black folks, and they did, like they how to do the re-event of what happened.
Yeah.
Right. What happened in history, and so they had kidnapped them, had them in slave quarters and everything. Same thing, whipping them like slaves and all this and that and the third, and then had them thinking that they was back in slavery, but company did it, but they wasn't in slavery. They kidnapped them. So one of the guys messed around, and she saw the cell phone. And when she saw the cell phone, she's like, "Wait a minute, what happened?" You know what I'm saying? You got to see it. I'll find out the name of it. That will blow your mind. I'm surprised you didn't see that.
No, I didn't see that. That's kind of like with Alice, because what happened was Alice's boyfriend or husband or whatever got beat, and she ran away. They're supposed to run away together, and she ran away. And once she got away from them, she wound up on a highway, and there was cars on the highway, and she didn't know what was going on. So dude found her and was talking to her, and she was lost. It was like 1970 or something like that. So then she found out, from TV and all that, slavery was over. Slavery was over, and all this time there was stuff going on right there on the plantation that would have let them know that things had progressed. But of course, they weren't allowed in the main house to do that. There was a telephone there. There's a TV in there, radio, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know. So she went back to the plantation after she found all that out. But yeah, I was like, and the craziest, it was even crazier than that, is that it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
And I remember reading about that story. I don't remember how long ago it was, where a lady escaped and found out that slavery was over. And this was in the 1900s, like 1950 or something like that. She escaped and found out, hold up, there ain't no slavery, and went back to the plantation. That's crazy.
Man,
That is crazy.
I left my phone up there. I was all the way up to the front door. I was like, where's my phone at? It was break time.
Yeah.
See if I can find this thing. Was it Janelle, right? Is Janelle?
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah,
Oh, find me something to eat in this piece here. Well, not fine.
The movie was Antebellum. That was the name of the movie.
Antebellum. I've heard of Antebellum.
Yeah, you need to check that out tonight. Tonight, because I need to. We're gonna talk tomorrow about it. So I'm ahead, man. I get out. We gotta work. You ain't gotta work on the weekend.
Sure don't. Thank God. That's good right there.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
That is good.
All right.
I make some spinach with some noodles, with some pasta rather, and Alfredo, and then seasoned it up. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna be eating in a minute. Fire up that Antebellum.
Hey, you watch it, you gonna like, wait a minute, and you know what? And this happened. It happened. Trust me, it happened.
Okay.
It happened. Yeah. But anyway, all right, man. Let me jump off and go in here and take my little break.
All right.
You know, we had a good time, good conversation.
No doubt,
like
no doubt.
Said, one monkey don't run the show. So
I got a monkey around here. I got a monkey around here. He runs something. Where he at? But yeah, this Funky Uncles episode 39. We at 39. So before you know, we'll be at 50. Keep on moving. So Funky Uncle salute. Everybody, thanks to anybody that watched. Follow me on Instagram at Funky Uncle Drew. And we gonna get to it. All right.
All right.
Peace. Now look who comes on. What's up, Z? I was just about to sign off. Where you at? Connecting to audio. Okay. There you go. What's up? Hello? Can't hear you. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Aloha.
Aloha. Yeah, man, you just missed it. Kwame was signing off just as you came on.
Oh.
Yeah. I was just about to sign off the show, and I saw you came on. I said, okay, let me let Z on here and see what she talking about tonight.
What are you talking about? I missed the show.
Yeah, it's all right. You probably at work or something. You can't escape that. You're gonna have to work. We mentioned that already. Yep. Everything good with you?
Sorry, I was kind of showing face, huh?
Everything good with you?
Yeah. I'm gonna take my shower. I'm going to bed.
Long day, huh?
It ain't been long, but you know.
Yeah. I know how it goes. Had a smooth one today. Well, pretty smooth in the second half. But yeah, because the first half, my coworker was out and about. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. because whatever I'm doing is making the time go by faster. So I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna sweat it at all.
That's
Oh, I had to
true.
go sign my lease, and people were coming in to make payments, and phone was ringing. People asking me questions I have no answer for.
Wow.
Oh, and telling me to do things, like change their mortgagee and on their deck page and send it to
Right.
XYZ. So like I said, there was a
Right.
lot of things that were time consuming. And by the time she got back, and she's like, yeah, you can go ahead and then she went to lunch. That's what surprised me, because normally if she runs around during the course of the day, the course of the morning, she won't take a lunch. But she took a lunch today.
It's Friday. People don't like to work on Friday.
Man, listen, we were in there watching the same movie. I was telling her about this movie on Netflix, The Gray Man.
Oh, okay.
And then
how you find these movies?
I happened to see the trailer.
Oh, okay.
And then it looked good, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna check that out. Then when I got to work and things were slowing down, well, when I thought they were slowing down, when she was still in the office, I saw as soon as I went on Netflix, it popped up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the movie that I saw the trailer for yesterday. Let me check that out. And so I was like, yeah, man, this movie is good. And then she started watching. I'm like, yeah, this movie is good. I'm like,
is it a series?
Nah, it's a movie.
Oh, okay. It's a movie. Okay.
Yeah. You need to check that out. It's on Netflix. It's called The Gray Man.
I'll check it out. What time is it? I'll check it out tomorrow. Just I go to work at 1. I got time.
Yeah, it's 10:12 right now. Yeah, and then tonight I'm gonna check out Antebellum. Kwame was telling me to check that out.
Oh, what is it?
Antebellum.
It's on what? It's on.
I have no idea.
Okay, when you find out, let me know.
Let me Google it right now and see.
Actually, I can go and search. Quit being lazy, child.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't agree with me. Don't agree with me for not fussing at me.
That's the best time.
I don't need a cosign. You say Antebellum?
Antebellum, yeah.
ANTE. Hold on. I thought Mobile came up as a Antebellum.
It's on Hulu, Sling. It says YouTube.
Also, Prime. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's on Prime.
Yeah, it's on Prime for $12.99. I'm sorry, $3.99.
Apple TV, Vudu.
Oh no, Fubo.
Okay.
Fubo.
Yeah, Kwame wanted to talk about that. He said, "Well, man, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow." So we might be able to jump on here tomorrow and talk about it if you watch it. He says it's good. So I'm gonna check it out.
I got placed for Fubo. Oh no, I can't talk about it because I can't get it for free. Unless y'all like to gift me y'all username and password.
I can check my my Hulu. Well,
it ain't on Hulu.
It says it's on Hulu.
Oh, well, I did a search and it pulls up all the apps. Let me go to Hulu.
Okay, because it says Apple TV. I know I have that, but I wonder if I had to pay for it on Apple TV.
It would tell. Oh, you Googling it. I'm going for my TV.
Yeah.
Oh, please search.
YouTube TV not available on this device. Didn't you talk about getting YouTube TV subscription?
It's not on it's on Hulu Live. I ain't got Hulu Live.
Me neither. Told you should have had one of them boxes.
You gonna leave me alone? Anywho.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get one of them boxes and go ahead and get that joker jailbroken. And then you won't have to say that you can't watch anything. Because you'll be able to watch it all.
I really don't have the time.
Well, that's another thing. You're always busy. But when you do have the time,
I ain't gonna have the time. Football season coming up. I ain't gonna have the time.
or on your way to sleep.
And I don't like watching nothing new when I'm on my way to sleep.
Well, because you're gonna stay up.
No, I go into sleep on it and I have to rewind.
But it's okay. It's 2022. It's not a videotape. You don't have to worry about all that.
Please be kind, everyone.
You're gonna get it how I give it to you. That's how I was.
Please be kind and be rewind.
Mm.
Blockbuster. Anywho, I'm about to become medicated.
Okay.
And,
Enjoy your medication and your meditation.
I need to be writing because I have a whole bunch of stuff on my mind. But when I'm
that's always good.
When I'm in this herbal state of mind, that's why I call it the herbal state of mind.
I thought about trying that, but then, since when I started getting back into my writing, it was after I stopped self-medicating. So I don't know if that would, what that would be like, because more than likely it wouldn't do anything because it always sent me to sleep. So, but I would love to see.
It does to me too. However, if I do that and I drive, I need to have a recorder on, because me and the Most High be like, communicating. You just be releasing information to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you and I supposed to write a book. What the book was supposed to be about, I have no idea. I can't remember.
Oh Lord.
I have no idea. So tonight I'm going and meditate. What he told me this book's supposed to be about.
Listen.
He told me.
How long ago did he tell you?
Just been like less than a month ago. And I was driving from the gas station. And it's quiet, and that's me and his time. That's me and the Most High time. I don't like to refer as a gender. That's me and the Most High time. And he's like, you and Drew are gonna write a book. He told me what the title is. And I said I was gonna talk to you about it.
Okay.
But I went to sleep because I would inbox you.
Yeah.
Instead of me inboxing you during the right sleep, doing the right thing, I came home, take a nap. And I was like, oh my God, what is book supposed to be about?
No idea.
It's gonna come back.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back.
Just, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, that's how I was going. Remember my childhood. Last night, I did something real dumb. I can't even explain it. I can't even tell you on a recorded line. Look, all devices have to be off for me. I don't believe I did what I did. And I was like, oh my gosh. You'd probably be like, this child, I lost her mind.
No.
Yeah, I
No.
try. Well, I'll tell you anyway. I try to go back to, you know how you go back and just meditate and think about, the past. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I like to go back to when I was young and I'll just go, I'll go deep, deep. And last night I was like, take me back before I was born.
You want to go that far back, huh?
I said, take me back before I was born. And my head started hurting. I was like, okay, come on back to the present, come on back to the present. Yeah. I was like, girl, what are you doing? That was funny to me.
Oh Lord, you trying to go way? That's too far back.
Mm.
That is too far back.
Yeah, it was funny. Anywho, you ain't gotta go.
Huh?
I said, you ain't gotta go because I'll talk you to death. Look, I'm wide open right now.
I see that. Talking about you about to go to sleep. No, you ain't going to sleep.
I was at the grocery store. Huh?
So I was over here eating. Go ahead.
I was at the grocery store and this lady just smiling at me. She was with her husband and she stopped and like she done seen an angel, older lady.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go get her. I looked at her smile. I spoke and I went to go get my buggy. And her husband trying to talk to her, honey, something. And she just looking at me, smiling, talking, what is your problem about looking at this woman?
Lord.
What is you looking at this woman smiling? I mean, it looked like she was smiling at me like she didn't see an angel. And I was like, oh, I got my angel on today? So the same grocery store. So that woman was black. So I was in Food Lion, get some things. And a white older guy stopped me. He said, ma'am, if you're going to cook all that, I'll go home with you, okay? And I was like, you are?
Wow.
I promise you, I'll come home with you.
You just attracting all types of people.
I guess they were the elderly. Today was the elderly. That man said, I'll come home with you. I promise. I'll come home with you. Yeah, but I was just like, what? Is he smiling at this woman? And she just looked at me and smiled. She didn't even answer him. And I just looked and smiled and I went on about my business. Ooh, so I must have got my angel on today.
Oh.
I'm about to go look at I am gonna look at The Chi.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It comes on Thursday night.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go and check that out.
Gonna see about this little girl, her being pregnant.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. And I wonder how Emmett and Keisha is going to explain the situation to Tiffany.
Shouldn't matter.
Huh?
Shouldn't matter.
Being an adult,
that's what
I have learned. No, for real. Me becoming this is when I know I'm an adult. When I feel the same way. Because before I'm like, oh no, y'all, you can't do that. It's y'all friends. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what I'm
Nick-
saying? The fact that Keisha, I mean not Keisha, but the light-skinned chick,
Tiffany.
Tiffany, she left mentally. She's mentally gone from the
Right.
relationship.
Right.
So I mean, that's why I say it doesn't matter how they tell her, because it shouldn't matter to her, because she was the one that, okay, we're gonna try this open joint.
Right.
And not only, and that's what a lot of people say, well, it's been said a lot that when a woman leaves a relationship, she's gone. You know, the mental part.
Yeah,
So
she's gone
when Emmett left, when Emmett stepped out, he always came back.
back. Right.
But she stepped out, and that was it. That was it.
So now he's doing all his family things that he never had the chance to do before
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't have the finances. And now she looking impressed.
Yeah.
So my question is, oh God, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
As far as I know, you and I girls, and me and him, and me, all us been all in a relationship all at one time before.
Yeah, because he
Unofficially.
was dealing with her before. He was dealing with Keisha before, and she knows about that.
Yeah, they've been dealing with him at the same time.
Yeah.
Then they became friends, and I was like, okay, now Keisha and Emmett, just hurry up, because the attraction is there.
Yeah.
The attraction is there. So I mean, I wonder if they still will be friends.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna try to anticipate, well, how the writers will play this. I'm going to anticipate that seeing them together at first is going to act like it doesn't bother her, but it's going to. I just think it's going to bother her. It may be in the beginning, it may be farther along, because, and the reason why I say at first it's not going to bother her, because I'm thinking that the writers will write it to where, kind of like the Karen and Zach situation on Sisters, where Karen was always, you know, yeah, she had feelings for him, but she wanted to step out because she was tired of XYZ. But when Zach became better financially, and not only better financially, the way he is with Fatima is the way that Karen wanted him to be with her. And I think when she sees that from old boy, that's gonna make her like, I don't know. It's gonna cause some problems. We had to see, but that's how I foresee it happening.
And they really genuinely cared about each other, even when she went through her situation. He, you know, he was looked out for her, checked on her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's a good friend.
Yeah.
That's a good friend, male or not.
Right.
But I was wondering when they was gonna start having real attraction for each other, because it was always there.
Yeah.
So, anywho.
Yep, that's two things I had to watch tonight.
You gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the show tonight. And Antebellum.
Okay.
Why not?
Look, you can do
Why
it.
not? Yeah.
And you off tomorrow?
Exactly.
Why not?
And that's the only reason. That off tomorrow part. Other than that, I'd be like, no, I just have to wait.
You got any errands to run?
Yeah, but that can be done whenever.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wash clothes, what have you, but I can do that tomorrow. Or I can do that Sunday.
Okay. You might as well start preparing for Sunday.
Yeah.
You watch
Anyway.
Saturday? Do you watch college football too?
Yeah, well, I'm getting back into it. When I was working at the hotel, I kind of fell off, but
Right.
I think I'm gonna get back into it.
All right, sir.
All righty.
Peace.
Peace.
Love here in Greece.
And and all that good stuff.
And all that good stuff. Bye.
All right. Funky Uncle signing out one more again. This time for real, for real. Hope you enjoy episode 39. I think it's 39. Episode 39. All right, everybody. Much love. One.